Good evening, everybody. How's it going? This is Madness Over Manila. You are at Bad House RPG. This is our final episode, the finale. Thanks for joining us. Stick around for the break for announcements for Bad House. This is a pre-recorded session, so my usual spiel about channel points and tips don't apply here. So channel points are going to be disabled, so you don't waste them and you can save them for the other shows that are upcoming. But we appreciate any tips for the channel. Tips are going to be still live. You don't have to. Your presence alone for our finale is more that we could ask for, and we really love you and thank you for supporting this show and joining us on our journey for all these 10 episodes. And that being said, we're going to move on to our content warnings. As a reminder, this show may feature and cover dark and heavy themes discussed and agreed upon by the cast. All of the cast, both vampires and hunters, in previous session zeros. Examples of such are religious trauma, power dynamics, loss of autonomy, needles, medical procedure, colorism, drug use, ableism, extortion, neocolonialism, car accidents, light depictions of gore, gun violence, and explosions. If at any point you feel that you need to step away, we understand and encourage you to take care of yourself. As much as we would love to entertain you, we value your safety first. The VOD is going to be up after the show, so you can always go back whenever you're ready. And the week after, we'll have our cut VOD. So if you want to just cut the time down, you can catch that as well. That being said, let me introduce you to our hunters. Let's start with Amihan.
Hello, my name is Amihan. I use he, they pronouns. I'm my handle's at the Rose Cleric. I'm going to be playing Enid, who uses he, they, she pronouns tonight.
Fantastic. Calamity.
Hello, I am Calamity, pronouns she, they. Tonight I will be playing Kehoe, whose pronouns are they, he, she.
Jazz.
Hello, my name is Jazz. My pronouns are she, they, and tonight I am playing Anais, whose pronouns are she, her.
Fantastic. And last but not least, Kappa.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kappa. Christian is okay too. I use he, any pronouns. You can find me on the internet at the Kappa Chris. I'm playing Arjun. He, him pronouns.
Fantastic. Let's get to a quick recap of last session. Hunter Cell decides to capture their quarry at a warehouse. They prepare to deploy their trap with allies presenting themselves. With the unfortunate loss of two of their allies during the combat, they're able to cage Enora, but along with her, Arjun is also trapped. As Arjun's clock ticks down, Anais and Kyo skillfully hit shots that allow them to subdue their quarry. But this is not enough for the Camarilla, is waiting in the shadows and demands the crown of Enora. With quick thinking, Kehoe destroys the remnants of the crown, but this puts them in a rough position and makes a deal with the Camarilla to retrieve the crown of Enora's kin. But if you caught last episode, Enid is nowhere to be found. We're going to actually start there. What would you say you did prior to, well, not necessarily prior, but after the whole ordeal with the White Lady? You wanted to do some research. You wanted to do some kind of discovery of what you can do to help out and also figure out how to get these crowns. Please tell me.
Right. Yeah. So, after their failure to obtain the crown, after the encounter with the White Lady, I think that they probably, just passively let everybody know. They're like, hey, doing research. That's it. That's probably the last text I got before Enid disappeared. I'd say that I was quite obsessive in trying to obtain as much information as possible. The thing about Enid is that when they fail, they take it hard. They blame themselves. And so they super blame themselves for the harm that came to everybody in the group. And they especially blame themselves for not being able to obtain the crown when it was so close. So I'd imagine they isolated and tried to figure out the ways in which they could rectify their mistake.
Okay. And throughout this time of research, you have this artifact on you, and this artifact has helped you within your hunting. You discover this artifact is used to belong to a nun from Pangasinan. They during the Japanese occupation, they were treated as a martyr. And with them being executed for not revealing any information about rebels that were fighting during the occupation, this act of kindness, this act of protection for their people, created this bond. And with this necklace, this amulet, that was passed around for a while until it found itself at Jessica's doorstep. It has been a symbol to be of protection, to be of service to its holder and to the people that the holder deems worthy of protecting. I think you find this information at a church in Manila, and not the church where kindred reside, but just a small chapel from an old nun who knew what this was, who maybe, possibly, knew the previous owner personally.
Yes. That I would probably write something down in my own notebook and then hold the pendant close. Take a deep breath. Say some sort of silent prayer to honor them, to venerate them, to venerate her. Because that desire to protect her people, to defend her people from oppression and to help keep hope alive, that is something that resonates deeply with me. And in doing this sort of prayer, this offering, it's an expression of a desire to both be closer with the spirit of this nun, but also to pay their respects.
And as you pay your respects, you're kneeling by a pew. The sunlight coming in from the stained glass windows of this church. Hues of green, blue, red, yellow. Reflecting, kissing your cheek. I need you to roll me charisma and occult, please.
Alright, let me throw that. Gotta check my stats here. Charisma and occult.
See, what we
All
get.
right. So I have two. Wait, what's a success again? I'm so sorry.
6 and above.
All right, so I have 2 regular successes and I have 4 10s.
You have 4 10s.
Mm-hmm.
The beam of light touching your face right now becomes warm. Warmer. Blistering hot. As you open your eyes and you're no longer in church. Hues of purple, swirls of pink as not a being, a form is in front of you. Gigantic. Towers over you, looking down. You feel small, almost molecular to this being. A pain in your chest kind of pangs. You have a moment to do something. What is it that you do?
I just yell out, "Stop."
As you yell out, "Stop," you hold your hand as you say so, unwittingly, consciously. And what seems like a finger pushes you. And like falling backwards, you're back in the church on the seat. Your eyes feel as if they have been staring at the sun for too long. A certain sting. Everything around you seems to double, as if you are photosensitive of some sort. Take a moment, a breath, and you're back wherever you were. The hardwood of the seat on your back. A few people looking at you weird. They go on their business.
After they sort of leave them to leave them be, Enid goes, What was that? And then repeats it over and over again, kind of clutching their pendant.
The pendant right now, as you touch it, is freezing cold.
I think after that feeling that they I want to see if they can figure out what's going on. But
Intelligence and occult.
let's do that. I have 6 successes.
6 successes. You've heard of something before. You were looking into these mages that you were indebted to. And they weren't always like this. Not all of them were born this way. Some may have been chosen. Some might have been lucky. Something called an awakening. That's the only thing that you get.
Okay. Yes. So with that in mind, I think they touch the pin and they feel how cold it is and they remember where they got it from. And then they were like, this has something to do with the mages. The mages that I failed. And this awakening, I think, I don't know. I feel like their closest, their instinct would be to try and contact one of the mages, but then they have this fear inside of them that like they'd be punished perhaps for even approaching them
Mm-hmm.
without the crown in hand.
Subconsciously, it dawns on you. About a 15-minute walk, you can get to the mage's apothecary if you wanted to. It's also possible that they can get to you in a 15 minutes.
I think out of fear, they will call the mages to them. They text or phone call. Either way, I think they notify them what happened in the small chapel.
Okay. Is it a text or a phone call?
Phone call. Let's make it that.
The phone rings. Somebody picks up. Hello? Hello?
Is that you?
Yeah.
This is Enid. I am at the chapel, about 15 minutes away. Something just occurred, and I believe it to be linked to some sort of awakening. Mage's awakening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I need help. I don't know if I should leave or if I should just stay put. Do you know what's going on at all?
The line goes silent. A minute feels like an eternity. And then she says, "We'll be there." Before you get to respond, the line cuts.
Enid's stomach turns in knots. They don't know what they did. They don't know what they're doing.
With this flashback, we cut back the rest of the party. The three of you just went through a harrowing situation. Arjun, you most of all, almost lost your life within a cage to a kindred.
Scary shit.
Yeah. I want to go around and see how everybody is feeling. Let's start with you, Kiho.
Just thinking, I think Kehoe's kind of a bit rattled and trying not to show it, just because now they have this whole looming, like task that they kind of have to deal with, and they still don't know where the heck Enid is. So they're probably a little more quiet. Are they still at the church? Where are we right now? Are we still at the church?
You guys are en route.
En route. Sorry.
Yes, you guys are en route already. You're on the road going back to the film center, where I believe it was Anais that was able to find my iPhone, kind of thing. Enid.
Yes. Finding
So
my iPhone. Enid.
Uh,
Find my
Key-
Yeah, I
friends.
think they're just kind of like staring out the window.
as you're staring
Kinda
out the
zoning out.
window, as old buildings pass by, you see peddlers of candy and cigarettes go car to car with their small boxes on their shoulder. Do you set your phone to silent, or do you just have it blare out loud?
I feel like Kyo would have it on, just like let it go on. To me, that sounds awful, but I feel like Kyo would have it go on.
What would be Kiho's ringtone?
Oh, probably some
Polly Pocket.
Polly Pocket.
All right.
Bring them into the universe. No. It'd probably be some like cello version of a pop song. I'm trying to think of like which one. I'll think of one, but like some like cello version of a pop song that they probably like recorded themselves and think it's the coolest thing ever.
Okay. This cello rendition of this pop song you have recorded and used as your ringtone echoes within the car.
Can it be Never Gonna Give You Up?
Yes, Never Gonna Give You Up echoes around
Constantly
the car.
rickrolling themselves.
Exactly. As you all are rickrolled in this car, Kiho, your phone is ringing.
Oh. Give me a second. Hello?
Hey, it's Brenda.
Oh, hi.
So this thing that I taught you, there's a marker tied to it, and it burned out. Were you able to do it?
Yeah, we were able to do it. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Fantastic. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't sound excited or elated at all. Like, what? Is something wrong?
What are their names again? The group that said that we better get the others.
The Camarillo.
The Camarillo, thank you. Yeah, no. So the Camarillo kind of wanted some of my other teammates to not destroy the crown and get it to them, and now they're mad because we destroyed it, and now they want to kill us unless we get other crowns. So it's this whole thing.
Shit.
Yeah, it's not great. But we're on our way to find one of our other pals, and we're gonna regroup.
Look, they can't have this. They can't have any of it. It's gonna be a living nightmare. They get their hands
Would
on
be
even
bad
one
news bears,
stone.
Yeah. We're gonna do what we can. I don't think we have much of a plan right now, to be quite honest. So any advice you could give would be really nice.
Fire. They're not too particular
Fire.
with fire.
Fire I can deal with.
Look,
Okay.
I'd offer to help. I would, but right now
You don't want to be part of this.
I've already been a part of this. It's just everybody else needs help. Right now I'm probably halfway across the city from you. I can't get to you, and I won't be able to get to you in time. So
It's fine.
look,
We're our luck's run pretty good so far, so hopefully it keeps up.
just keep your chin up and good luck.
Yeah.
She hears
Thanks.
you knocking
You too.
on the side of the door.
Yeah, Kyo, but
And you hear a knock as well, kind of like on something wooden as well, as a response. I'll talk to you later.
Stay safe, Brenda.
Too. And with that, the call ends, and you know that the last thing she said, that I'll talk to you later, wasn't something patronizing.
Mm-hmm.
She does believe in you, and she hopes that you can maybe have a drink after all of this is over. Arjun.
Yeah.
You have a driver that is that can easily drive your van. Are you letting them drive, or are you driving?
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, I'm driving.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
I don't think it's hit Arjun just yet. I mean, he knows how close he was to death, but like he's not allowing himself to process it at the moment. It's not done. We're not done by any means. And so, given the events of the last few hours, and knowing that he doesn't know what entails in the next few hours, he's starting to spiral in terms of like what the status is with Enid, and processing, okay, what is going, so like what is going to happen. So he's driving, he's like looking out and just like trying to keep his eyes focused on driving, but then it's a constant stream of like, maybe Enid just was stuck in traffic or something. Like the they're keeping an eye out. They're completely safe. He's doing well, doing okay. Um, everything that just happened, it's gonna work out fine. We don't have to worry about any more crowns because Enid took care of them all. They're all destroyed, and the Camarilla decided, you know what? Let's just figure out another way to rise to power and all this stuff. And but like it's more to himself,
And you're thinking this
than
to yourself in the blinking of red, yellow, green, as the street lights that you pass hold your focus, but that focus keeps going in and out. I need you to roll me composure and resolve.
Okay, composure and resolve. That Arjun is known, right, for the wealth of composure and resolve. Right? And no successes.
No successes. You swerve and you almost hit a car, and you swerve away and you hit kind of like this barrier to the side. You hear a scratching sound on the side of your van, and you right the car. Everybody is shaken.
I think Anais yells, "Do you fucking need glasses, Grandpa?"
So sorry. It's just, oh man, this just came out in front of me.
Someone else need to drive?
No, it didn't.
Do you want to drive?
And you hear
No.
what is
Can you drive? Do you even have a license?
No.
Anais, what is your driver's
I thought.
Finn
Their name is Finn.
says,
Mhm.
if you need a break, I can drive.
Fine. Okay. And we'll awkwardly do the thing where we shuffle around and
You pull over, you shuffle around, get to the driver's seat, and now you have time to internalize everything.
mm-hmm.
Take stock. You still have weapons in case anything happens.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to. Has the phone call between Kehoe and Brenda happened already? At this
Yes.
point? Okay. I'm going to start looking for anything in my my van that could either be a fire starter or like an accelerant or anything to help with that, just because that's the one thing that I know right now that could possibly help, given overhearing the conversation.
Okay. Roll me wits, awareness, and your resources, please. And for resources, I would say add 2 more dice because of all the money that Tupet has given you.
Oh yeah, that's right. At this point unwilling benefactor. I'm gonna burn all this money. Hold on, I don't have enough dice currently out. I'm collecting some right now.
No worries.
What a wonderful feeling.
This is a lot of dice. Listen to that. Okay, 2 10s, a 7, and a 9.
Okay.
4
That's 6
successes?
successes.
6 successes.
With 6 successes, you have a blowtorch, you have
Yum.
gasoline, and you have, you're not sure how old it is, but an incendiary grenade that you got from an old job before.
Okay. Okay.
And
I'm
you
going
take
to
stock of
set-
this.
Go ahead. Mhm.
Take stock of this. You're going to set it where?
I was going to set it in a box that I can distribute once we arrive.
Okay.
People can take their pick of what they want.
As you're putting them in a box, the face of Honora keeps haunting you. The smell of decay, dust, and rot that, even though she was well represented, the undeath off of her emanated this stench. It's still stuck in your nostrils.
Mm.
You find a pack
Sure.
of gum to the side. And
I'll even chew garlic, like, just to get that smell
Yeah.
out of my nose.
and you prepare this. Anais. Anais, you're sitting. I would assume it was Kyo in the passenger. Then Arjun was driving and now head back. And with you, Anais, a not necessarily wounded, but banged up Basti sits next to you.
Yeah. Ignoring my driver who's also sitting there.
Well,
And
at this point, the driver already.
Oh, that's
The
right. They
switch
switched
happened.
now. Sick. Okay. Well, I think maybe it had taken up until that point for Anais to like start actually fussing over Basti just because Finn's like kind of like Anais' Kuya and the awkwardness of being like, hey, there's this person I like and I want to touch their muscles. So
And now that you are free to tend to Basti, you notice that Basti pulls up his shirt and you see a large gash. Kind of like a huge stab wound. Pretty deep. And you see him, he's not even noticing you, and it's starting to stitch bit by bit. And
oh, that's so gross and cool.
he's like, don't.
Can you do that for other people?
Kind of. I just. And he looks at you, and you start to notice now that on his forehead is a tiny, like a slit where the eye was prior when he healed.
I'm gonna run my finger over it very gently, but in a like at first it's like really curious, like, oh, what's that? And then as she realizes, like, Whoa, that's really close to your face. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Do notice something. Actually, you're gonna roll to see if you notice something. Wits and
Seeing
insight,
lots in
please.
his eyes. Wits and insight.
Yes.
Insight. 1, 2, 2 successes.
2 successes. You think that he's just staring into your eyes. And there is a moment where he stops and he shakes his head.
What? What?
Nothing. Nothing. It's fine. Don't worry about
Is
it.
it? Okay.
And he looks back at you, and all of a sudden he pushes your hair to the side. What happened there? And he looks at your.
I don't really know. Remember, well, maybe you don't remember. A couple of days ago, we kind of fought this, ghost lady thing, the white lady. I think you know, right? I was just trying to take her down in the way that I knew how, in the way that I could help, and I don't really know.
He sits up, kind of his knee on the seat, and he faces you. And he takes in your form from your eyebrows to your eyes to the bridge of your nose. Can I try to fix it?
Yeah. I would love if you could try to fix it, because this is kind of my moneymaker. So
He kind of laughs. He says, "It doesn't take away from what's already there." I do see that it does bother you, and I'll do what I can, but I need you to know that this doesn't change anything. Who you are, what you are.
that is not true. That's not true. Because I'm not anything without this. I am nothing without this. And if I can't, I'm sorry, this is a lot, and I know that we haven't really talked. I just, I had this friend. Her name is Megan. She used to say this thing that used to bother me a lot. I would, when I was growing up, would say stupid shit. I'm not, I'm not the smartest, but every time I would say it, she would look at me and she would go, "You're so pretty." So I need you to understand that if you can't fix it, I would really appreciate that.
I don't think there's anything I can say to prove to you or more this. I'm pretty sure that the lives that continue on now appreciate what you have given them.
They
I'll
don't know.
do what I can.
Okay.
And he traces the forehead And you see that his own eyes are closed, and as you see the third eye opens. And this sensation, this kind of radiating heat around your crown, whoever is watching, you start to see these scars, stitches, close. He opens his eyes, and I need you to roll me wits and insight again.
Oh dear. One, two successes.
2 successes. He looks weaker. He looks paler.
I'm gonna reach out and like cup his cheek again. I'm just gonna say, "Are you okay? Did that hurt you?"
No, it's fine. It's fine. You're fine. And he cups your cheek. And he looks deep into your eyes. Says, "You're so pretty." And he falls to the side and kind of rests his head on the back rest of the seat. But his weakness lets him slide down to your shoulder.
I'm just gonna stroke his hair. And I'm crying. I'm like fully crying. And just blatantly ignoring Arjun right there.
I was gonna say I'm like in the back behind the seats.
Yeah. And while Finn continues on with a smooth ride, Enid,
Mood ride.
we are going to go back to you. Going to go back to a flashback. 15 minutes. Still in the church, looking at the visage of Jesus Christ on the cross in front of the podium.
Those 15 minutes feel like hours.
Does feel like hours. And once those 15 minutes are up, 2 figures behind you walk and whisper, "Not here. Follow us." It's a familiar voice. It's Jessica. She walks opposite way, going to the exit.
I follow.
You follow, wordless. She walks around, you follow closely. Gemelin keeps looking back at you. Roll me wits and insight, please.
Wait, it's an insight. Okay. I got 3 successes.
Gemelin is nervous. Not of you, but of Jessica. You walk on the streets of Binondo, famously known also as Chinatown. They bring you to a tea house. It's noisy, it's bustling, it's busy. Around the back of the area of the restaurant, there is a circular table, quite big. There's a lazy Susan in the middle. She takes a seat. Tea is served. Says, take a seat.
Enid nods, and their eyes dart to Gemmelin briefly before they look at Jessica.
Gemmelin meets your gaze, but in a split second looks away.
Right. I sit down.
Next to Gemmelin, you see like this shimmering kind of image. Can't really make it out, but it's next to Gemmelin.
Okay.
Jessica says, well, you wanted to see us.
Yes. I was in the chapel. I held on to myself, and I held on to the pendant, the Santo Niño. And as I was praying and paying respects and doing my research, I had some sort of vision, some dark, shadowy figure. It burned. It felt like it burned my face.
So just as an aside, the figure wasn't dark. The place was dark. The figure was like a being of light, a form of light, bright as sun.
All right. I'll rewind and say, as I was doing my research, I decided to pay respects. The original. Oh no. Burning hot sensation covered my face, and I saw this being of light. I don't know what it was. I was terrified. I was scared, but I know there's something to do with an awakening that happens with mages, and I figured you would have more information.
As soon as you say awakening, she takes a sip of her tea. Roll me wits and no. You notice that there is some form of nervousness as you mention this. And she sets her cup down and says, you mention an awakening. Give me your hand.
Enid reaches out and hesitates, but she does it. She
Grabs
takes
your
the
hand, and she traces your palm. She lets out like a sly grin. Says, well, forget about that. There's nothing to worry about. Everything should be fine. Obviously a lie. What is the update on the crown?
Enid's palm gets sweaty. As soon
She
as
has already let go.
Okay. All right. Well, still, there's sort of clammy sensation that washes all over Enid, and their shoulders fall, and they go, on Belete Drive, I came in close encounter with Honora. But unfortunately, I did not obtain the crown because she shapeshifted and ran away before I could get it from her. So I've been spending the past couple of days doing research and trying my best to obtain anything I can get that would help me and help myself hunt Honora down and get her crown, or hunt any of the others, her siblings, as she said, their crowns. I've been trying my best to make sure I can get, and they're getting noticeably more and more nervous as they're
Yeah.
relaying this information out.
Jessica holds her hand up. If your hunter cell is so inept and useless, then go to the source. I told you we need this crown. If you can't take Honora's, then there are 4 more, supposedly.
Listen, I know this, but I don't
Then what
call
are you
them-
still
they
doing
did-
here?
I came to you because I needed help. I thought you could help. You're trying to restore balance to everything. That's the same thing we're trying to do too. We're doing our best. We're all doing our best. They might not have magical powers like you do,
Starting
but they're
to
doing their but they're doing their best. I'm doing my best. I'm sorry that it wasn't enough.
starting to see Gemalyn get scared. And they're looking to Jessica. Jessica stands up. I'm gonna tell you this one last time. This crown is essential to the balance of the city. If I make moves, this balance will be challenged, so I need you to do it.
I can do it. I promise I can do it.
There is a wave of you know that there is a wave of desperation from Jessica right now. Jessica wants that crown.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever benevolence that you thought was there in Jessica is now shattered from what's going on now. I would say your insight is good enough to see the cracks in her facade. Says, Enid, you're a good girl. She notices your reaction. She does not correct herself. I need you to be more proactive.
I'll get the crown.
Good. Don't make me make you get the crown.
Rage boils behind Enid's
This-
countenance.
This rage that you have, can you describe it to me?
It feels like it comes from the pit of their stomach, like it was kindling since they said anything about the cell. And as she kept talking down to Enid, as they kept hearing insults, and as Gemma grew even more nervous, it just felt like the fire built slowly through their throat. It feels like they want to open their mouth and hiss and let the flames just consume everything in the room.
The flames feel this heat on your cheeks. All of a sudden, the kitchen that you can see behind this glass. The flames of the stove just erupts and goes up. Not an explosion, but kind of like a spurt of fire. They are startled. They look back. Gemelin says, she just might need help. We'll get it. We'll get it for you, Jessica. I'll find people outside the circle to help out. It's like, this is the first time that you are volunteering yourself, so I'll let you. I don't have time for this. And she walks out, storms out. And
I think
yes.
I think the last thing Jessica sees is the reflection of the flames in Enid's eyes.
The reflection of the flames start to turn into this bright yellow light as we are in front of the Manila Film Center. Gemelin says, look, Jessica wants to get a rise out of you, but whatever we're going to do here, we need to do this safely, properly. Around you are 3 other individuals. Gemelin says, she's looking around. There's something that she wants to tell you, but she can't. She says, let's head in. And as you walk towards the film center, the distance you see, in the distance, you don't do this, but the rest of audience does see 2 headlights coming. And we're going to take our break. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Madness Over Manila. Join us for after the break for some announcements for Bad House. And we will be back shortly. So, stand, hydrate, stretch. We'll be back soon.
Enjoy the future, y'all.
How's it going, everybody? How's your break? Good? Fantastic. Ours was great too. Break announcements. February's coming around the corner. You know what that means? Embers of Rage, New Darkness Eternal show with a full Latinx cast. We will be playing Werewolf V5. It will be ran by the talented Chris Colon, Vio Colon.
Yes.
And you can expect Agonthetic, Cleric 34, D&D Imposter, Noble Nick, and myself to be a part of that cast. It's going to be a wild, biker-esque kind of adventure. So join us. February 20 is going to be our premiere date. So mark that on your calendars. Give us a follow on our socials to see more updates. This week we are doing character introductions and character spoiling for that campaign. So check it out over there. That being said, let's move on back into the meat of things. Enid. You're being pushed into the cold, dark film center once more. The last time you were here, Enora chased you out with blinding speed. Now, with what you assume Enid being gone, Enora being gone, should be fine. Everything should be easy. Get to this clearing again with the 5 sarcophagi. One empty, another one with a stake stabbed in the middle. To your recollection, the moonlight shines in from the windows. Light is dim. It's hard to see. You're there with your 4 companions. And every time you look back at Gemma Lynn, this shimmering figure is cast behind. Sometimes you might notice some form of a hand holds onto her shoulder. What do you do?
I think in looking at that, they'll actually ask Gemma. They'll say, "Who's that there with you?"
Uh,
I'm just curious. Nothing. It's not meant to
see him?
be. Yes. I guess it just looks like there's something.
She
Somewhere.
holds on to what looks like a hand. My brother passed away 5 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
My condolences. I'm sorry.
No, it's
That's right.
no, it's fine. I'm not gonna spare you the details, but he knew it was gonna happen. He was ready for it. We were, well, I thought I was ready.
Nothing can really prepare you for those kinds of things. I slipped my mind that you were a medium.
Start to look at the figure. Start to see a handsome face. Parted hair. And a really nice kind of like barong, which is like like a pine, like a pineapple husk woven shirt with lovely lace details.
I think at that, when as I see the details kind of focus in, something clicks for them a little bit, and they turn to the coffins, but before they walk forward anymore, they touch the pendant, the Santo Niño, and they say, "If you are there, I just watch over me, protect me. I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't know what I saw earlier. But I'm trying my best right now."
And you start to see a hand creep from behind you, hold it, and a black flowy garment and a face, beautiful face of not an old, but like around their 40, but youthful still. The veil on their head. They nod. They hold you as if you're just a kid trying to cross the street. It's very protective. It's very comfortable.
Enid sighs, and they look up at the woman, the woman of God, and they let the sensation wash over them, and they turn back towards the coffins.
As you're facing the coffins, you hear from behind you, "Let's get this done." I gotta go to the club. Why are we even here?
All right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Well, yeah. And they sort of rub their temples a bit. And they try to, I guess, pry the next coffin they see open.
Well, there
maybe?
is an
Oh,
there
there.
is an open one, right? Remember
Okay.
that
Oh, that's
has
right, yeah.
a staked entry.
My bad. And so they look at the body and they search for any remnant of the crown that's
Whatever crown they had is no longer there.
Yeah.
Roll me wits and investigation.
all right. I only got 110.
110.
Yeah.
You see a handprint kind of in dust. That's it. Nothing identifying. But the crown is no longer there.
Okay. The crown on this one is gone. Someone might have taken it.
No, they're not. It's not. You see Gemelin looking frantically, and the spirit leaves her for a second, and you see kind of the light go around. See the spirit land in front of her, shaking his head in a motion that means he probably did not find anything.
Where could they have gone? Who was here? Who was...
I don't know, but they might come back, and if that's the case, then we should get out of here. Like, the two of you, could you pry the one over there? She points over, and we will cut back the car. Or the rest of our hunters. You're driving along. There's a long stretch of road before you get to this film center, and you start to see 3 cars.
Enid brought friends? Enid has friends that aren't us?
Damn.
Trying not to take that personally, but it's whatever. I'm
Yeah.
gonna like nudge Basti. Is like he like asleep or
He is faking sleeping.
okay, valid. I think he's
Yeah.
asleep. I have no insight with this boy. I'm gonna nudge him awake, as it were.
And he stirs and he looks at you. Are we here?
Hi. Yeah. We're here.
Okay. All right. Well, let me He looks around. Says, "Okay. Well, I'll scout the area. You guys."
Are you sure? You look like I mean, you look amazing, but you look really white. Like we can do it. Like
I'll be fine. Kiho, Arjun, roll me wits and insight.
wow. Okay. I see how it is.
Arjun, add 2 dice to this.
Okay.
Those are the dice that I would have rolled.
3
2
successes.
successes.
Arjun, we're gonna go with you because this makes the most sense. Arjun, you've seen this look before. The look
in the
that
mirror.
not in the mirror.
Oh.
You've seen this look that Basti wears. You've seen this not too long ago. You've seen this literally within the last hour. This is the look of hunger.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Arjun, you've dealt, or at least you know a lot of people who have dealt with kindred before, and you know that their abilities, they cost something. Everything costs something. Equivalent exchange, as they say, and the cost of them is the cost of them growing into hunger. And you are seeing someone fighting their urges to fight back the beast that the kindred claim to have.
Anais, he's hungry.
I mean, same.
No,
We can visit Atu Denny's after this.
not the same kind of hunger as us. That's the face I saw in the cage. On Inora. Just I'm not telling you what to do, just for once.
I'm just
Look.
gonna like.
Be careful.
Yes, and
I was gonna say I'm. There's like a moment where it looks like she's gonna like pull her hand away, but then she doesn't, and she just kind of like. It's okay. I trust you.
I appreciate that, but sometimes I don't trust myself. And
No, that's okay. No, I get it. If you gotta go like scout the area, I understand. I'm just saying.
no, I'm still good. It's just I think it's easier for me to go around, look around, get to know the lay of the land. I can meet you where that whatever chamber holds the sarcophagi and head inside. I'll check, which we should have done earlier, but I'll check for Camarilla.
Okay.
Just don't get caught again.
He holds your hand, squeezes tight, and he lingers. He pulls away, but he lingers at the pinky. And he squeezes that a little tight. Heads out. You hear the metallic crunching of the door that was scratched earlier as he exits. And in the darkness, he disappears.
Like super scary, actually.
Yes.
But like I didn't want him to think that I like thought any less of him, but also that's like so scary. Wow.
Mm.
In the meanwhile, here, and I will lay out as the rest of my arsenal that I have in the van. In addition to the blowtorches and the incendiary grenade, there are many stakes, bags of salt, of course. There is a couple of not brass knuckles, iron knuckles if needed. As well as armor. Not armor, ammo. Or mostly 9mm pistols.
And as you guys are arming yourselves, you see Finn walk over to the 3 cars, and you start to hear psss as he is letting the air out of the tires.
Yo, what a G.
Yeah, for real.
And he walks back, putting a butterfly knife back into its safety. And he
Not the
puts it-
Bali song.
Yep. Puts it in his back pocket. I'll say watch.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you.
I mean, we're just going in, grabbing Enid.
And then
Hopefully
getting
not.
out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Here's the thing: is like, there's the whole crown situation. What are we planning on doing about that? Because we got a bunch of vampires and they know where. I mean, we have a bunch of kindred and they know where we live and where our family lives. Like, I'm all for destroying a bunch of like super powerful crowns. I have no issues with that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a call for the rest of the hunters in the area to be on lookout for whatever happens here could be big. Lots of repercussions. I know we are spread thin, but I think we owe it to them to be ready, so that they can be ready.
I feel like Brenda might be making some calls, but I can message her.
I
was
can
gonna
call
say it.
Ate Denny.
Yeah.
As you make your calls, warning everybody, you still yourselves and you walk through the same passageways. As you get there, you hear a voice. The two of you, open that one. We're now all within the same area. Enid,
I apologize.
no worries. Enid, the two figures along with you start to approach, and they take crowbars. They push, and they push. It's hard for them to open it. One says, just use your magic, and Gemelin, it's risky. You're too green. Do that. Don't risk it. And you see them. Third one starts to try and pry the sarcophagus open. I'm gonna go around, ask everybody what they're doing. Enid, what are you doing?
So can you repeat what was risky about the magic, the use of magic?
They didn't explain. You're not sure. If you want to roll an intelligence and occult from your research.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay.
Five successes.
5 successes. Okay. There was something called when mages cast their magic, they tap into the umbra, tap into a reality outside of your own, and they alter the reality that you see in front of you. But when they do that, there is a chance for them to break that reality. Either it rebounds to them, it destroys what they're trying to alter, or even worse, it lets in something that doesn't call your realm home. These are things called paradoxes. That's something that you understand Gemelin wants to avoid.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The younger the mages are, the less likely, but there is still a likelihood. She is trying to be cautious. The rest of you hear everything that's going on. Anais. Actually, before that, and you notice that the figure is behind her. Anais, what are you doing?
I'm lining up a shot.
Mhm.
First, before I do that, though, I just want to check, like, Enid. I want to make sure that he's not in danger. Like, are they, like, do they look like they are, like, there of their own volition?
So,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
No, go Enid.
Yeah, just to describe it, I think like you'd recognize like the stature of somebody that looks like they're ready to roll whenever, but like there is a level of anxiety in the air that's just like palpable.
God. Cool. Sounds good. And then I don't remember if we did the insight check for back when Enid had dove at Honora for the crown. I think I had wanted to see if that was what they were going for.
Yes.
I don't remember if we actually did that.
Yes, I believe that was we weren't able to resolve that. You think back to it, and yeah, they were diving.
Okay. I'm going to reserve judgment for right now. But the other like three, four, the other people in
there are 4 figures with.
Do I recognize any of them?
No.
Okay. So I would be lining up a shot. I'm not gonna shoot. I'm just saying that I'm definitely like
Okay.
gonna
If
shoot
you're lining up a
somebody
shot,
with the wrong move. Sorry, go ahead.
If you're lining up a shot, I will say that your next roll for a firearms roll will be at +2 die bonus. Okay?
Yeah, sick. Thanks. Anyway, yes, if anybody makes the wrongest move, I'm gonna shoot them in the face.
Kehoe, what are you doing?
I think Kyo seeing Enid in there. I don't think Kyo's anyone that really like goes first in a lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine that they're kind of like a little bit back, and I feel like they like lean in and say, "That's Enid." I mean, clearly it is, but they have to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Enid. They can't tell if he's okay.
Something doesn't feel right.
They look fine.
They look fine, but I don't know if they are actually fine.
Something doesn't
Ask them if
feel
they're actually
right.
fine.
Okay.
Can't ask
Okay.
them. What if they're not fine?
Okay.
Then we shoot them. What do you?
Okay.
Not
What are we gonna go? Hey, are you fine? Like, how are we gonna do that?
You just ask. Hey, Enid, are you
No.
okay?
And the
I thi-
3 figures that were prying open this sarcophagi look back at you. And
Well, shit.
with
Brass
that,
knuckle, or iron knuckles.
see one kind of point their 2 fingers, their index and their middle finger, over to where you 3 are, fires a bolt of fire.
Bruh,
Yo.
I could have shot your ass, and I didn't.
If you
so-
want to shoot right
That was
now, you can
cool.
retaliate.
Yeah.
Okay. The 2 of you roll me dexterity and athletics. And for Anais, roll me resolve and firearms, please.
I am rolling.
So Kehoe and Arjun, dexterity and athletics.
Okay.
And you said I have a +2 to this?
Yes.
+2. Okay. Oh, wow.
Hello.
I got 2 successes, but I'm going to use one of my rerolls because that's so sad. That makes
Remember,
me wanna
you
cry.
all have 2 rerolls.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I'm rolling like ass today. Oh, what the heck? Okay. That's 4 successes.
4 successes? Okay. What about our
I'm just-
athletics tests?
I got 3 successes.
I'm trying to decide if I want to. I'm gonna keep the one success, but
Okay.
yeah, no.
So
I'm good.
with a 1 success, with
Oh, I'm sorry.
yes,
Was I when I re-roll, am I just re-rolling the failures?
yes.
Can I redo that? I apologize.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Next time,
I-
let's just keep that in mind.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
We're gonna move forward to it. How it happens with a bolt of fire flying at Arjun. You take it in the arm. You take 2 points of aggravated damage as your
Ooh.
skin burns and sizzles.
Okay.
Kiho, you were able to jump out of the way, but Anais, as you shoot your shot, the assailant falls down as his head shoots back, and he falls to his knees, and he is down. Mages are just as fragile as anybody else. You see the other 2 scramble, and Gemalyn, Enid, looks at you, frantic, not knowing what to do, and she gets carried out by a spirit, the spirit of her brother.
Okay.
Wait.
She's not completely out. She is just carried to the side.
Hope you find your dad.
I think in the split second that everything happens, yes, Ina's head whips around and they go, Anais! Arjun, Kyo, you're wait, don't do anything. Stop. Stop. Everybody stop.
Us.
Enid, you now see Arjun with their arm singed.
Oh no. I think Enid runs over to try and like first aid that best they can at
No, no,
assess.
It's okay. It's just it hurts. It hurts, but it's just. Enid, are you okay? Everything. What's going on? We didn't see you.
I'm fine. I got mixed up in something and I'm trying to help restore the balance. The mages need the crown.
You were going after the crown?
Yes, I didn't tell any of you because I just felt like it shouldn't have been your problem. It should not have been your burden. Are you all okay? Are you all fine?
Oh, Arjun just got like freaking hard-broiled like
I'm
a
sorry.
chicken.
And as you hear that, a crackling sound, you hear, I knew this asshole can't be trusted. And you see from the earth, not erupting, but it starts to crack. You feel like a slow earthquake as a figure emerges. And it is Jessica.
Oh. Oh.
I can't even trust any of you to do something so simple.
You don't know Jessica, right?
No.
Okay.
I guess the truce is over. And she points over to one of the sarcophagus, and you see the lid crack, split open, and it starts to slide slowly. But you have time to do something.
I think Enid's going to cry out just loudly and try their best to stop Jessica in their tracks. I'm looking at what I can do here. Let me see.
That's bad. That's bad, right?
Pretty sure it's bad.
Yes, it's very bad.
While you're
Yeah.
looking at what you can do, you hear her say, I wanted to avoid a war between us and the kindred, but now it seems that it is unavoidable, nigh inevitable. I guess your kind will have to deal with it. And she starts to part cover of the sarcophagus slowly.
As-
not do this, ma'am.
There you go.
As she tries to do it, Ian is straight up just going to take their sword and try to like slice through their shoulder.
You run
Yeah.
you run through and you try to slice. Roll me strength and melee, please.
Okay.
Did either of you two take the incendiary grenade?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
I am planning on launching it in there, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna use one of my rerolls.
Okay. Remember, reroll the amount of failures, not successes. You can also elect to add desperation here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you do elect to add desperation, you will add 2 dice.
Okay. All right, I'll do that, and I'll add my desperation.
Okay. Let me know if you roll 1s on your desperation dice.
I will.
No, you
Okay.
won't. I mean, roll
I'm-
ones. I mean,
Thank you.
putting it out into the universe.
I appreciate that. Wait, let me get all my die together. Okay.
Appropriate that they're called die.
Okay. So, the first one I got a 10 with, and then I rolled another 10. And I rolled. Oh. There's 2 10s and there's one other 10, and then there's a 6. So,
So 4,
Yeah.
5, 6
Yes.
successes.
yeah.
You land a hit, land a blow. You see that you sever her arm from above the elbow. She yells at you, and I need you to roll me a stamina and resolve.
Okay. Stamina, resolve.
Very fair.
That's only 3 successes.
3 successes, you fly back as a shock wave hits you, and you take 2 superficial damage from the bludgeoning force of both the wave and you hitting the pavement and the rubble. You see blood pooling near her on the ground as she is missing an arm, her face delirious. I just needed this fucking crown to get rid of those fucking kindred. But you had to do all of this. I could have restored balance to everything, and nothing would have been, no one would have been hurt. Everyone that we cared about and loved would have been alive. You could have brought those victims of that fire back. I could have done anything, everything with these stones. You had
I
to
know what
fuck
you
it
really
up.
want with those stones. And then I think, yeah, Enid winces and then looks at the others and they say, "Yeah, so that's what I was doing. I'm sorry, I didn't know this crazy ass lady was gonna try and take the crown for herself.
She's like a bad guy, right? I can shoot her.
She is. You can.
I'm gonna
Okay,
shoot
you
her.
can definitely shoot her.
Kehoe, wits and awareness.
Dear, oh no.
Add 1 die to your roll.
Oh dear, hold on. You go into my backstash. You're not in here. Oh dear. You're not in here. Hold on. Remind me.
The reserves come into play.
joyous-
Yeah,
The
I
joyous
know, look at
reaction,
that.
The best.
You love to see it.
I forgot to grab them. I forgot to grab extras today.
No worries.
It's all good.
There we go. And you. Okay, now I will have enough.
Not a good idea, Jack.
I should have enough for whatever I roll. So I get to roll 6.
Okay.
You said
Hell
plus
you.
2?
+1.
Plus 1. Okay, I roll 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's hot.
Let's go with you. Okay, be nice to me, please. Okay, that's only 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Rolls.
We have rerolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how many do I have? How many rerolls?
We have
2.
2 rerolls.
We have you all have 2 rerolls.
I'm just gonna reroll one of them.
Okay.
Is it reroll on 1 die or reroll
Up to
of a
3.
roll?
Okay.
Reroll up
Oh,
to
up
3.
to 3. Okay.
Per reroll?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Can I should I re-roll this one that I rolled
Yeah.
just now? Okay. Okay. So that's I had 2 successes, 3, 4.
4 successes. You
Is that a
start.
6? Well, 6 is 2. So
You
whatever.
see one of the figures that ran away from the sarcophagus. It's yoinked into the darkness.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Not the
You
black
s-
hole sarcophagus.
You
is
start
not
to
good.
see one figure emerge from the darkness as well, stalking. You start to see another one, and in total, there are 4 more figures. So, one that yoinked, one that came out, another that came out, and another one equals 4.
So
Do I recognize any of them?
You see ground beef at a distance.
No.
You see a face that only a mother could love.
No. Uh-oh. We've got company.
Great.
Shit.
Great. So, this is great.
I'm trying to think. Do I just set everything on fire? Like I'm trying to think of that now. But if I set everything on fire, we're all in danger.
Fine, Arjun's already halfway there.
I know, right?
No, I mean, me too, honestly. Like I got a little more healing, but we're not doing too great. Um. And sorry, one more time. What is the name of the group that we're getting the crowns for? We're supposed to get the crowns for?
Mages.
The mages?
Yeah,
The
the
mages
Camarilla
are-
the,
Yeah.
they're the
Oh, okay.
kindred that are trying
That
to eat
want
us.
it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So this is the Camarilla. Is basically who I can assume
Mm-hmm.
that it's them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, they're all here for the crowns. But if we destroy the crowns, we're in a bad position too. So things just suck right now.
That's true, but
Um,
like it's definitely the worst if either group gets the crown. So like
That's
we're screwed
true.
whatever happens,
That's
but
fair.
it might be lesser, just in my opinion. Also, don't we need the circle to destroy
We
the
need a
crown?
circle. Yeah.
Yeah, we do need a circle. Oh,
You
shit.
know how to do it, don't you? Oh,
Yeah.
but we don't have holy water. Oh, but we have Enid now.
We do have Enid.
I do have
Okay.
yes. And if you want to, you can ask for it.
Oh, and
in
it's
a-
dusty in here.
Yes. You can.
Yes.
You can ask Enid for it if you want. So they have a vial on them at all times.
Of course, naturally.
Oh, gosh. This seems like such a bad idea. It just,
We love bad ideas.
is there a way that I can like slip into the darkness? I don't know. I'm trying to sneak closer
Sure.
to the sarcophagi so I can
Dexterity
draw.
and stealth.
Okay.
Arjun,
Got this.
what are you doing while this is happening?
I am going to try and cut off part of the cut off access by putting lighter fluid on the floor and lighting on fire to try and just prevent.
I'll let
them
you do
from
that
getting
free
closer.
action.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
Like, I won't let you roll for it, but it's gonna take you time to do it, and you are able to do it.
Yeah, however long that takes, but right now I'm just trying to just help us out a little bit, give a place for the circle to be made given the communication that we've had. That's about it.
Kehoe.
3 successes.
Okay, you're able to slink over to the sarcophagi.
Sweet.
You're not sure if this is gonna work from the outside, but you're gonna try. Okay.
Can I draw it on the circle?
I'll let you do it. It's dusty enough.
That's
Okay. I feel like that could at least help. So basically, or should I draw it on it or around?
It's your
I feel like
judgment.
you don't have very much time to
Mhm.
do it around.
I'll just try on it. We're gonna figure it out. It's fine. Maybe
Okay.
I'll start drawing the beginnings of a big one, just in case.
hot.
As you do it, you start to hear a bunch of fighting, and you see Jessica. Their focus breaks from you, and they notice that the Camarilla are here. You see her arm. The blood stops pooling, and you start to see growth happen.
No.
Ma'am.
I'm so
yeah.
tired.
She's an alchemist, so
Right.
She's
I don't know what that
cute.
means. I'm gonna shoot her.
Cute, love that.
You're gonna shoot her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Resolve and firearms, please.
Jeez. Is there a She's not a kindred though, right? She's a mage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I don't know if Anais knows the difference. She just fought somebody who could regenerate though, and went for the head when she should have went for the heart. So I'm gonna go for the heart this time.
Okay.
That makes
I
the
feel
most
like that
sense.
would work on a
Resolve.
person too.
Yeah, exactly, right? I just gotta hit her. See, this one's better, easy to see. What now? Ooh, I got 2 10s and a 7. So
As you fire your gun, it lands purchase on her shoulder. And you see her face distort as she retorts at you. I need you to roll me dexterity and athletics, please.
athletics. This is what I'm good at. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
4 successes. With 4 successes, you see beneath you the rubble becomes kind of like a hand, and it tries to grab you. And you are able to jump out of the way of it. Arjun, the fire is now set. You have created the wall, and you see at a distance, piercing eyes looking at you, is the deformed face of Tupet looking at you, almost
What?
disappointed, but also
Yeah.
quite elated that means you're against him.
Yeah. What? You don't like burgers?
Lol.
And as you say that, he lets out like a kind of like a breathy kind of laugh.
Oh no. I wish I didn't say that. I wish I did not say that. As
No, I think it's great.
as I load my
And
9
nice
mil.
across the room. That was amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Iho, you're done with the first circle, and you try to ignite this. Flame sparks, and you hear a kind of popping sound from inside. Kind of like a, not necessarily explosion, but like the popping sound of if you superheat glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You have one down, and there's 3 more sarcophagi.
Ooh.
All right. Now that we know it works.
Enid,
Just move on to the
what are
next.
you doing in particular?
I think after seeing the flames kind of go up, they're like, okay, the Camarilla are temporarily like, dealt with. And they look back to Jessica and I think they say, nobody should have this kind of power. Not even you.
She says, then who? You? No, I know how to harness its power. I know how to use it properly. I will do it for good. I will do it for our home. And she tries to reach out to you. What do you do, Enid?
She tries to reach out to me, and I just hold my hand out, and like they just want to like sort of attempt to repel.
Like abjure, right? Okay.
Yes.
Roll me. I need you to take one die that's different that you can you can separate from the other die. And I need you to roll me 5 more along with that. So 6 die.
6 die, and they're a D10. That's
Yes.
right. Okay. Get my little special die out. I need 6 more besides it. Two, 3, 4, 6. Okay. And roll that.
Roll me, like, let me know how many successes you got.
Okay, sorry, I was counting. 2 10s.
Okay.
3 more successes
With those 2 10s.
with those. Like, it's 5 successes, 2 of them are 10s.
Okay, 5 successes, 2 of them are 10s. Are those 10s? Is one of those the special die?
No.
What did you get with a special die?
I got an 8.
Just a regular. Okay.
Yeah.
You abjure and you start to see the spirit that was with you, the nun, rush forward, and you see a bunch of other spirits. They look like carpenters, grabbing at Jessica, holding her down and pulling her into the rubble where she came. And you start to see this magical glow from your hand as your awakening that you were talking about was not only for that artifact, but that awakening is for yourself. You can.
Could you always do that?
No, but it feels right. And they sort of press forward, their hands a little bit more strong.
If you want to do mage actions, you can tell me what you want to do, and I will tell you what your pool is.
Yo, Enid's going Super Saiyan, yo.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Mage action. Okay, sure. Is there...
It's anything your imagination can limit you by.
Perfect. So, I think what I want to do is...
Think about
As-
it first, as you already
Okay.
have acted.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Kiho. Oh, actually, before Kiho, Anais. What are you doing as you seeing this?
Well, I have like a tiny little freak out moment where I realize that my friend is like a magical girl or whatever. And so that's really cool. I will kind of take stock now that I see that Jessica is more or less subdued. I know that the Camarilla is like cut off, but is there in particular the one who had like captured Basti in particular?
Mhm.
Because I got beef with that guy and
Yes.
I want him dead. Cool.
Yes.
I'm going after him.
Okay, you can see him in the distance. The one that yoinked the guy into the shadows. Now you can see him. He is rushing towards the group.
Is that guy who got yoinked still alive? Or is it just rip to that man? My fault. Cool. That's fine. I am going to... How far away is he?
He's definitely in shooting range.
In shooting range, that's, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that would make the most sense for a dude with tentacles. or
If
whatever.
you
Okay.
were to rush this person, it would take you he's about like 20 feet away.
Okay. I am, just because it's fucking personal, I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm just gonna take out my daggers and I'm gonna meet him there. I'm gonna meet him halfway and I'm going to attack his face.
Okay. You know the risks.
Yup.
Roll
sure do.
roll me strength and melee, please.
Melee. Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay, hold on. I have to do math.
While you're doing the math, Kiho, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, Kyo's gonna keep sneaking on over to whichever the next closest sarcophagus
At this
is.
point, sneaking is no point, but I will let you do
Oh, damn
the
it.
thing.
Dang.
Because you're well illuminated now by the fire.
Oh, true.
So right now, to
I'm
do
gonna
it
rush over.
quickly, I
Yeah.
will have you do roll me dexterity, and
Mhm.
I'll have you do it with brawl.
Bro? Okay.
Yeah. Anais, what did you do? What did you get?
I got two 10s and 2 successes.
2 10s and 2 successes. You very much injure this kindred. But now I need you to roll me dexterity and athletics.
Two, 3. I got 3 successes, but I'm going to use another reroll.
Okay.
My last reroll.
Okay.
4, 5 more. So 5 total successes.
5 total successes. With 5 total successes, you only take 1 aggravated damage as you stab him several times. Stab her several times. And they jet out these spikes made out of shadows. You're able to move out of the way of most of them, except for one that catches you in the gut. Kiho, what did you roll?
So I rolled no successes, so I'm going to use my reroll.
Okay.
Valid.
Because this feels important. Then I get to this next sarcophagus. Okay. Okay, I only got one success. It's a 10.
One success? Okay, it's gonna take you a while to do so.
Okay.
You're gonna have to focus this. You'll be able to light it up the next turn. All right.
Okay.
Arjun, what are you doing?
I think at this point, just covering Kiho,
Okay.
preventing people from interrupting or messing that up.
Roll me dexterity and athletics
Okay.
as a sizable rock flies at your head.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. That's very good. 2 10s and a 6.
Okay. You easily dodge it. I will give you a reaction to shoot at whoever's doing this.
Sure.
You see that Tupe basically threw a rock at you and is now charging you.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, F. Can I react to that? Or
Yes, you can.
I'll throw. He gave me a burner phone, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw that at him.
You throw a burner phone, I'll do a free action. It hits his face and he brushes it off.
Okay.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
I mean, you said I could. I dodge it and then I can react. Can I shoot him?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I would like to shoot him.
Resolve
do I
and
got?
firearms.
Okay, resolve and firearms. Okay, here we go. That's not good. I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna use one of my rerolls to reroll. I only got one success off of that, so I'm gonna reroll 3 of my failures.
Okay.
Okay, that's an additional 2, so 3 successes.
Okay, with 3 successes, you see him get grazed by the bullet. Enid, what are you doing? You see that there is a kindred rushing to Arjun right now.
Okay. Let's see here. I think in trying to protect, can they I actually want to how far away is Arjun right now?
To you, about 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I think okay, this is gonna be tricky, but I want to try and use the repel the unnatural part of my sword, I guess, and kind of imbue it with that and kind of slide it in Arjun's direction
Oh,
to
my God.
to
I'll let you
sort
do
of-
it for free. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, yes. Yeah, Enid just calls out Arjun and then slides the sword over.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Arjun, it slides to your feet. You grab it.
Mm-hmm.
You start to see one of the kindred in flames right now as one of the guys one of the mages has set him on fire, but unfortunately the free figure rushes at this mage and starts feeding on him.
Okay, I see that. Can I do anything? It's not like I took my turn, right? So
Well, it's the next basic round.
oh, it's the
Yeah.
next round. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then sure. I mean, honestly,
Do you want to focus on that, or do you want to focus on Tupe, who's going to get to you by this?
yeah, I that's okay. Like that's not, they're fighting right now. That's fine. I'm not trying to insert myself into a situation that doesn't concern me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe later.
Man, maybe later.
Maybe later. But yeah, Tupez coming at me. I'm going to try and use his momentum against himself. Like he's charging, right? You said he's charging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to use his momentum and take the sword and try to body, block my body using the sword. If that's a stab, if that's a slice, however that looks like.
Roll me a resolve and stamina, and add
Alright.
2 dice to that.
Oh, hell yeah! All right, 6 dice, y'all. All right, that's 1 success, 2 success, 3 successes.
Okay. You see that an abjurative force stops him from getting to you. And you start to see that his leg has caught on fire, and now he's freaking.
He's what? You cut out. He's what?
His leg is now caught on fire from your gasoline, like your lighter fluid trap, and he's freaking out. He's trying to put it out.
Okay.
Barbecue.
I was like, can I squirt some more? Like, I got more.
Roll me like dexterity and melee.
Okay. In melee, you say? All right.
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, I dropped that die under my table. 2 successes.
2 successes. You squirt a little bit. It doesn't catch too much.
It doesn't catch. Okay.
Okay. Anais.
Out here causing war crimes.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for two stabs. One for the, or at least where I think the heart would be, and one like straight up through his chin.
Strength and melee, please.
We just did this. You'd think I would remember what the dice pool is. Okay. Watch out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
4 successes. They dodged the initial stab, but the stab going to the head, you stab them right through the bottom of their jaw. And you see the knife gets there lodged in. And my cat is trying to kill me. And they retaliate. I need you to roll me a dexterity and athletics again.
Dexterity and athletics.
Yes.
I just did this. It's the same dice pool. Math. 1, 2. Just 2 successes this time.
2 successes. Okay.
I think I want to spend a willpower.
Okay. You can.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Because I want to put this person in the dirt. It's up to 3, right?
Up to 3.
Dang, that sucks. Okay. Whatever. 1, 2, just 2 more. So 4 total successes.
4 total successes. Okay. It's a little better. You take 1 more aggravated damage.
Yeah. I'm fine.
As they slice up. They slice up and it catches you in the chest.
Bruh. Ow.
How badly hurt are you at this point?
I have 4 health left.
Okay.
I have 4 health left. Yes.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm okay. I
Enid.
just, yeah.
It just sucks.
Enid,
It
what are you
sucks.
doing?
So I think focusing on Jessica, because I think they just do not want Kehoe to be discovered. I mean, I know it's like the homeroom's lit up, but they do
Right
not want
now,
anybody.
Jessica is the least of your worries.
Okay. All right, cool.
Because of how well you rolled, they are held down by these
Okay.
spirits, and you can't even see them as they are under the ground.
Understood. Okay. So, after that, I think they will. Where are all the Camarilla positioned again? I'm sorry.
There are only 3 left.
3 left. Okay.
Topet, who is currently burning. The shadow kindred that Anais is fighting, and one that is feeding at a distance.
One that is feeding. Okay. I'm actually gonna try and run towards the one that's feeding because I want them to stop from
Okay.
getting more powerful. Though I gave my sword to Arjun, but I feel like that he needed it more than I did.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
So instead, I think
You recall that as mages can bend reality, and you can do whatever you want.
okay. So I reach out my hand and I'm trying to conjure some sort of like it looks like vines of light to try and pull like the Camarillo away from the body, just kind of like forcefully yanking
Okay.
it.
Roll me. Let me see. Right. Said light. Okay. Roll me 3 dice. One needs to be different.
Okay. I only got 2 successes. One of them is a 10.
Is the 10 on the special die?
Yes.
Okay.
What does that mean?
You wanted strings and vines of light. What you got was moonlight that turns into sunlight that burns into this kindred, is now disintegrating. Tiho. What are you doing?
All right, this turn we drew it, and now we get to light it on fire.
Yeah.
I think just with everything going on, like Hio's hands are actually kind of like shaking, and that might have been why it took
Yeah.
them longer to draw it this time. Because there's a lot of chaos, and they're trying really hard not to look at it, and just focus on what they've got. They're like, "My team's got my back. It's okay. We got this." So yeah, this time they're going to try to actually light it. Baby. Okay. What do I roll anything for it?
No. You set it on
Oh,
fire.
okay.
Now roll me again
Oh no.
dexterity and brawl to do the third one.
Okay. That's 2 successes.
2 successes.
You are grounded.
Okay.
I'm not talking
You're
to you
gonna
anymore.
have to.
Dice jail.
You're gonna have to
Nice, Joan.
take your next turn to set that one on fire. But you
Damn
hear
it.
another pop.
Hell yeah.
This turn, things flip. The Shadow Kindred is tired of being the defender and now will be the assailant. Before you can do anything, Anais, I need you to roll me a dexterity and athletics again. Arjun,
Mm-hmm.
Tupe doesn't care anymore. He just wants to bring you down with him. He's
Cool.
going to lunge at you. You too as well. Dexterity and athletics. Or, if you want, you can do strength and brawl. But Arjun, add 2 dice to this. Anais, what did you get?
I got 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. Take 2 more aggravated damage
Ouch.
as this kindred blurs in front of you, disappears, and appears behind. And through your gut, you see a shadow thorn pierce through. 5 successes.
Mm-hmm.
With 5 successes, you're able to push him any direction you want.
Ooh, okay. What is really quick? How far away is Kyo from me?
Kiho is about 10 feet away from you, 20 feet away from Enid.
Hmm. Okay. Is there a particularly fiery area nearby?
Yeah.
Yes, he's going in there.
Okay, you push him down.
Yeah.
Kiho, you roll this. You've rolled already. You want to burn it again.
Yep.
As you burn it, you hear the final pop. And with that pop, this weird energy, this red kind of it looks like a velvet kind of cloth surrounds around and disperses. Ananias, are you going to retaliate?
Yes.
Okay.
Does it? So, I'm gonna I guess stumble forward until I can get off of the thorn.
Well, it's pulled out.
It's pulled out. Okay, excellent, good. Because I was like, oh, I'm stuck. Well, I'm gonna turn. How bad does he look, by the by?
Not that bad at all.
Great, cool. I am going to it's not worth giving this person the grenade, right? Like, it's probably not that serious.
You could.
I could.
You
That seems
know
like a lot.
that if he doesn't go down, he will take you down.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I kind of figured that anyway. So that is kind of a fun thought. I think what I'm going to do is, as I turn around, I'm going to just like hold up my hand and I just have the pin.
Okay.
And
roll
if
me
I can, I'm gonna...
stealth and dexterity.
Okay. Gotcha.
We'll say as you got stabbed, we'll see you try to put it in a pocket or whatever.
Sounds good. 2, 3. 3 successes.
3 successes. That's all you needed.
Yeah. Oh,
you
God.
see them as you're holding the pin. They erupt in flames. And you see now as the scene dies down, 4 of you there. Jessica seems to disappear. You know the stones were destroyed. But one set was taken somewhere. Sure where. What are you guys doing?
I collapse to my knees. I have 2 health left.
Collapse to your
I'm gonna
knees?
die. Yup. I kind of just I knees first and then onto my back, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done.
It's over. It's over. I'm gonna go get Enid. Thank you. Return the sword back to you. Does this place look like it's gonna go up in flames, or is it like just petering out at this point?
It's petering out. A lot of it is rubble. Not a lot of it is flammable.
Cool.
Enid takes the sword back, and they go, "You did a good job, Arjun." And then,
same to you. Whatever you did there, that was
Fucking sick.
figure that out later. I'm sure Anais, do you need attention, medical attention?
Medical assistance, maybe a
Yes.
hospital. I'm not sure.
Yes.
No, she needs Basti.
No, I don't. Do not call him over here.
Ooh, Basti.
No, stop. If he
I'm
gets near me, he's gonna want to suck my blood or whatever.
is
I
I'm
don't
sorry, is your
think she-
boyfriend a vampire? That
Oh, okay. Well, we haven't put a label on it yet. Really, we haven't really talked about it yet.
I think if there's any wounds on Anais' body, can I try to tend to them, I guess. I have a little bit of
I have several.
You
Okay.
I have
can
been stabbed twice in the gut.
tend to it intelligence and medicine if you want.
yeah. Intelligence, medicine. Okay, that's fine.
You just need 2 successes.
Got 3.
Okay. You're
Yo.
able to stop most of the bleeding from places.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
the silences fell. You're realizing 1 crown is missing.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Kehoe. Sorry.
No worries. Kehoe,
Yeah.
how do you feel about this? That 1 crown is
Pretty concerned. Not gonna lie, kind of relieved that they are still alive after everything that has gone on within the past 24 hours. I guess 48 because we had the whole white lady thing. I think they're finally kind of at a point where they can't just kind of push through how bad things are.
Mhm.
So I think that they are kind of leaned up against kind of the nearest wall and just sort of back to that staring that they were doing out the window. And then Enid said their name and they'll look up.
Kehoe, are you hurt?
No, I mean, kind of. I didn't quite heal from our last adventure all the way, but if you need to reserve it for, yourself or something or Arjun, it's fine.
No. You can here. They'll go over and then they'll start to talk, they'll ask. They'll say, "You knew of a ritual to get rid of these crowns, right? Yes, you got them all. They're gone, except for that one.
Yeah, except the one.
It's okay. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have let you. I shouldn't have led you to start hunting. I'm sorry." And they have a guilty look on their face. They have the guiltiest look on their face.
Thank you. Just starts laughing. Probably smiles for the first time in a little bit.
Kehoe, roll me charisma and occult.
Idea. What's my occult? Come here. Ooh, okay. It's not amazing. That is 2 successes. But I only get 3 die, so.
Mhm. With 2 successes, you look around and you blink for a second, and it's kind of like a dream sequence, and you see a woman with dark black hair. She walks around the open sarcophagus and pulls the crown out of the off the body. And this image dissolves.
Do I recognize the woman?
You don't. She's dark hair. She has a beauty mark on her chin. That's about it. You recover. And as you are leaving, Basti comes, a little shaken, a little beat up, more blood on their clothes they had. Is everything alright? And he's resting on a wall.
Hey, are you okay?
Are you okay?
I'm great. I'm so good.
And he catches you, and as you guys are all out, he begins to do the same thing that he did earlier.
Oh.
You start to mend the worst parts of your injuries. You start to see him, the hunger starts to show.
I'm just gonna hold his face. Stop. I'm okay.
And before he can say something, you hear from behind you
Oh dear.
a familiar voice. You ruined it all. All of you, you ruined it all.
Love
Fucking Jessica.
And in a disheveled look, dirty from all the dust and grime of dirt, he tries to hold up a hand. And
Ooh.
Basti looks back, gives in. Before you can all react, Basti lunges Jessica Lau. The last thing that she sees is once not necessarily a rival, but a thorn in her side while running the city. She passes. Basti is fed. One crown out in the wild, and you all heading to the car, Finn driving you off into the night. As the moonlight guides your way home, we wonder what is in store for the rest of Manila this night on, as that is conclusion of Madness Over Manila, Part 2.
Woo!
Thank you all for joining us. This has been a wonderful ride.
Can't believe we're all alive.
I know, for real.
I
Got close
need-
there.
I need like Filipino food right now. Like, I
I
need
know,
to
for
go to Ate
real.
Denny's for real. Like, I
Yes.
need to go there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we go get our Filipino food, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Madness Over Manila. This is the finale. Thank you so much for supporting this and joining us every episode, for you guys who have been, and for you guys just catching this right now and want to catch back. We have our VODs on YouTube. They're amazing, short-ish for what we're used to. And I am pretty sure that all the cast members will entertain you, and you will be in for a wonderful story. That being said, let's introduce our hunters for hopefully not the last time, but for now. Let's start with Amihan.
I am Amihan, he, they pronouns. I have been magical boy girl Enid tonight. He, they, she pronouns. You can find me on all social media at the Rose Cleric. I have something special I'm announcing in like a week or two. Depends. In February, Capricious Providence will be back from hiatus.
Yay.
Follow us on Twitter at CAPRIPROV. That's where you'll find everything you need to know.
Fantastic. Jazz.
What up? I'm Jazz, also known as Cinder Scoria on the everywheres except for Instagram, but I'm working on it. You can find me when I'm not here, over at Queen's Court Games, over at Other Cider Studios, or for a very special thing at Telltale Heart Studios. I'm not sure when it's coming, but it should be in sometime in the next month. I'm very busy, February, being a Black person in the TTRPG space. But if you want to, if you want to keep up with all of the things that I am doing, you can follow me at Cinderscoria, CINDERSCORIA. I'm usually on Twitter, sometimes on Tumblr, always on Discord. You can just shoot me off a message. I promise I don't bite. I'm not Anais. She's very mean.
Speaking of Telltale Hearts, Calamity.
Hello, I am Calamity. Pronoun she, they. Tonight I played he/ho. Pronouns they, he, she, any. Honest, I should just say any. But you can find me all over the internet as Hey Calamity with 3 Y's at the end, except on Twitch, which is now 2. We're working on it. We're working on getting to 3. We're gonna get there eventually. But you can also find I can do all kinds of work in the tabletop space from performance to writing. You can also find some of my work over on Telltale Hearts, which is a production group dedicated to uplifting and promoting diverse people in this space, because there are a lot of them and they're very talented, as you see here. And yeah, keep an eye out. We have our first actual play that dropped a couple weeks ago. You can go check that out. It's a Kids on Bikes, little one shot. It's very fun. And then in a couple weeks, you can catch our next actual play, which is coming out. We've been teasing it for a while, but we're waiting. You'll hear about it soon. You'll hear about it soon. Go follow Telltale, and you will see all the cool information about that, because it's gonna be dope. But yeah, that's me.
Kappa.
Hello everyone. My name is Kappa. Christian is okay too. He, any pronouns. You can find me on the internet at the Kappa Chris. I have been Arjun for Madness Over Manila. I'm all over the place. If you like what you saw today, it's not hard to find. But the most recent thing that I have been a part of, that finished in January, was a 6-episode series called in the Die RPG called Replay, done by Dead Ghost Productions. There's some more content that's actually coming out that I just learned about. So if you want to go back and give it a listen, and catch up, there's going to be interviews with various creators of Die RPG, and then a sort of like a recap and talk back where and Q&A where the cast comes back together. That's going to be releasing throughout the month of February. I'm really excited about that, so go check that out, among other things that I'm in. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for having all of us here, Fabs, and I can't wait until, I don't know, it's kind of open-ended, and
season two, or
Put
possibly
ourselves in
3.
danger once again.
part 3. There we go.
Part 3.
Part 3.
Arc 3.
We'll see.
Back to you, Fabs.
My name has been Fabian. I've been your storyteller for tonight. You can find me at Rockets and Pens for my comic stuff, and over here, Badhouse RPG, producing, storytelling, performing. Newburn issue 14, I believe, came out 2 weeks ago. I had a backup story there, so check that out. It's about a group of D&D kids, college kids, pulling a heist on a New York precinct. Pretty fun. Also, February 2, I believe this Friday? Yes. You will be able to catch me on Bully Pulpit Games, playing Fiasco with Logan the GM. I'm blanking on the other guest. I am so sorry. But it is hosted by Jen Vaughn, wonderful Jen Vaughn. And yeah, we're gonna do some improv and game stuff. So catch us then. And also next month, February 20, Embers of Rage, with Vio Cologne and a bunch of other talented Latin cast. That's pretty much it. Hey, thanks for joining us, and bye.